Howdy, y'alls. It's me, Dr. E, here to help you out with Module 5. So, quick recap. You guys have done your Milestone 1, all right, your statement of purpose, your research problem, all right, background information about it. Milestone 2, your theoretical orientations and application of them, as well as your literature review, okay? Now we're going to focus on Milestone 3, okay? And this is the final milestone, and you can think of it as kind of having two parts, all right? First is how would you say it? Summarize your research, all right? And this is often restating key points. Okay. Now, all of that should underscore the problem you have been researching. Okay. Now, the next part of the milestone 3, is that you have to make evidence-based recommendations to address your problem. Okay? All right. And this one is a little tricky. You need to find literature about ways that people have been addressing your problem. Okay? And it needs to be scholarly literature. Okay? It's very important. Now, please note, any new literature, you should have identified in your literature review, all right, those sorts of case studies, all right, ones that address your problem. If you have not, you need to go back and include them in your literature review, okay, and you assess them and explain their value to your project and how you're going to use them, okay. So back to Milestone 3. These evidence-based recommendations, right, need to be from scholarly sources. Okay, so I really encourage you to make use of the Anthro Research Guide via Shapiro Library. You go in there and you click articles, and it'll bring up several databases that you can search, and all of them give you access to tons of online articles, okay, that you get access to through Shapiro. If you don't use Shapiro, you won't get access to them. So make sure that you are using real evidence-based recommendations that you then apply to solve your problem, okay? And be explicit, okay? Explain from your scholarly sources, all right, your evidence-based recommendations, all right, how that is going to improve or mitigate the problem that you have been focusing on. And you should, of course, also keep your theoretical perspective in mind, because that's going to inform how you're going to look at it, right? And what sort of solutions that you're going to be presenting. I hope that makes sense. Of course, feel free to send me a draft, right? You got to get it to me in advance, though. Getting it to me the day before it's due, don't do that to me. But get it to me, a couple of days in advance, and I will get you initial feedback that you'll be able to apply before you even submit it. Okay, and I really encourage that, because that really helps ensure that you're on track. Okay, and there are no big surprises come the end. Also, don't forget about your presentation. Okay, it was mentioned a couple of modules ago that you should start working on it. I know that actually writing the project, the white paper, takes most of your time, and probably not many of you have really done much about your presentation of yet. But reminder, don't forget about it. Okay. And keep in mind that your presentation is for the general public, okay? You're not talking to just a group of anthropologists. So think of it as a way to educate the general public about your problem and how it can be solved, okay? I think that kind of covers the basics, and do not hesitate with any questions, any concerns, anything at all. I am at your service. I'm a resource for you all to use. Okay? And I find that the more that you make use of me, the better everybody does. Go figure. Also heads up, I have yet another example capstone paper for you guys to check out. Sets a great example. For this week, for this module, I'd focus on the recommendations section. Okay? And of course, don't forget the other example papers I've shared. All of them are useful. Like that. All right, that's where I'll end this. And of course, if you have any questions, get a hold of me. Email, call, text. Yeah, sorry. I have a bit of a head cold, and keeping my thoughts straight are a bit difficult today. I hope I've made sense. That's where I'll leave it. See y'all later. Take care.